Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Classroom of Delhi Season 2 episode number 5 reaction. Okay, the previous episode, it was Valentine's Day and as always everyone's talking about chocolates and stuff, and we get to see Ayana meet up with Kei, obviously to exchange information and stuff. Kei gives him chocolates. Hashimoto was there. Hashimoto tries to kind of test the waters and see what's up. Why is Ayana meeting up with Kei? Tries to kind of, I don't know, fan the flames or whatever by trying to harass, literally harass Kei. But Ayano was like, oh, I'm out, so that didn't work. But either way, that was an attempt, so yeah. And then there was that whole section where he goes to Ichinose's place and helps her out with a few things. She's sick and she's there, taking off time from school. And then comes the final section where a lot of people's hidden secrets have been spread in the social media, rumors and stuff. And a few people have it really bad, a really bad rumors. And this is literally what Kushida, wait, what was her name? Kushida? Yeah, Kushida did in her previous school. So I'm guessing it's either her or it's someone else. There's also a possibility of Sakayanagi doing this. So there's a few people I have my suspicions on, and there's like a small part of me that is suspecting someone completely random doing this. Maybe someone like Ichinose or something. So let us see what happens, and I'm guessing we're probably going to get to know who is the one spreading the rumors. Maybe in today's episode, maybe the episode after that. But I'm very interested in seeing what's going to happen with that. So let us get started with this episode, episode number 5. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's begin. All right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Fortune favors the bold. Okay. Virgil the Aeneid. No, Aeneas. Damn. Okay, yep. Damn, they're all. Oh boy. I was just saying that. Like, and it's. Okay. Well. That is true. That is true. He's the only one who knows. Yeah. She might be like, oh, they did it on their own. I don't know anything about it. Hmm. All right, so this is literally happening like everywhere, not only in Ayano class, but other classes as well. The whole rumor thing. Okay. And also another thing, it is true as Ayano said that Hashimoto is the only one who knows about. Okay, I still have suspicions on Ichinose, man. I don't know why. There's still part of me that thinks that she is actually the one who's pulling the strings. It's highly unlikely though. Ah, damn, 90%. Oh god, here we go. What is happening here? Okay. Hmm. Yeah. If you what? Okay. Make your power balance disappear. Hmm. Ooh. Oh God. Positive proof. Leaving all these points. Oh, so that's what she's trying to do. I see. Hmm. Oh, is she going to say, tell to everyone that I actually am a shoplifter? That'll be actually a good idea. If she confesses now, like Sakane cannot threaten her with that, blackmail her. Right. Hmm. 4 years ago. Okay, flashback. Hmm. 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 Oh, 1 year ago. So 3 years after that. Okay. There you go. Hmm. Oh, did her mother fall sick or something? Yeah. Hmm. Extra shifts to buy. Hair clip. Hmm. So that's why she definitely wanted to buy it for her. Hmm. Oh, is that why she shoplifted? Yeah, I think so. Maybe she tried to, I don't know, earn money first, but that then didn't work. Yeah, there you go. Like I said, it didn't work. She probably tried to work, but they weren't hiring like, like middle schoolers. And that's why she did that. Oh. Oh my God. Wait, what? 32,000? Is this a joke? Well, that was 32,000, wasn't it? How can a hair clip cost so much? What the hell? Oh my God. Okay. Right. Bro, imagine. Oh, I guess it has like a big. Oh, this is a sale. Even with the sale, it's that much. So she. Oh God, yeah. She then. Hmm. Yeah, but she was not feeling happy about the whole thing. Hmm. Yeah, I'm thinking like, is her like, I'm sure her mother asked her where did she get the money. Right. Yeah. Hmm. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's actually pretty nice of them. Like, I was thinking they're going to like tell the police or something. And then what happened? Why? How is she here in this school then? What? What? Not. I had to continue my studies. Hmm. Okay, so he, okay, there you go. So she herself decided to join this school. Well, she told everything to everyone. Yeah. Oh, what's your problem? Yeah, this is a class B situation. Don't. Why are you trying to put your nose into it? Oh, I guess the teachers. Yeah. But here's the thing. She told the shopkeeper, and he like everything has been resolved. So I don't think they can blackmail her with that. Okay, I like class B is okay with it. Why Sakanagi? Wait a minute. I just realized something. Oh, but I don't think that's the case. Oh, wait. Is this Sakanagi's plan to strengthen Class B so that, oh, oh, maybe not. Okay, I'll talk about it in the discussion section. Yes, I don't think. Oh my god. Yeah. Nagumo's here. Oh, the teachers are here as well. Yeah, the whole rumor. Yeah. Slanderous statements. I feel like this is the first time we're seeing the school actually taking action about something. Because this never happens. Oh, she's like, better go back. Maybe I'm stepping over the line. Okay. Okay, what is happening here? Oh, wait, was it Ayanogoji who was spreading the rumors? That might be the case. Okay. Oh, he went there every day. Wow, okay, they didn't really show that. So he visited her every day. Damn. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Confess to your classmates that. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's her life. She has to take the decision. She can stay like this or actually do something about it. Oh yeah, there you go. He's the one who did it. Yeah. So okay, it. I should have guessed it. It was him. Hmm. Wait, who's Kamuro? Oh, this girl. Yeah. There you go. It was her. I was literally saying that. Bruh. He went there and saw which. Wow. Yeah, I literally said that in that episode. I was like, couldn't it be Sakanagi who told her to do this? Like that isn't any proof. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so to literally drag him in this. Ooh. Oh damn, that's a that's a big one. Oh, that's nice. So, what do you want? If you lose, Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Huh. Okay. It's wait, so what about the rumors? Not rumors, but the message information gave me. Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, that is actually true. What? I might find out about the. Oh, so what deal? Oh, all right, I see. Well, makes sense. Anything can be bought. Of the points I get from. Right. Okay. Hmm. Means to an end. Ah. Okay. To ensure an expulsion. Oh wow, a new ending, or Hmm. All right. Is that it? Oh, wait, something left. Well, everything's fine now. You're the only one who can. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, is this what I think it is? Chocolate? I think so. Yeah, there is his chocolate. Oh boy. Is it? Yeah, it is chocolate. I think so. Oh, there you go. All right, so he got five, I guess. If we include this one, we saw that he already got four before, so this one's the fifth one. All right, there you go. Okay, I guess that's the end of this arc, and that is it. That was episode number. Um, Wait, what episode was this? Five. Yeah, episode number five of Classroom of Delhi. Now, all right. First things first. Obviously, the one who was doing this, it was Arno Koji. Now, I don't know why, but like I suspected literally everyone except Arno Koji. I don't know why that never crossed my mind. Probably because the way it seemed like he's so uninvolved with this case, I didn't suspect him at all. Like he was just so uninvolved with this case, and it literally saw it like seemed like he wasn't really involved with this. That is why I suspected literally everyone except him, because I thought like he isn't really involved in this. But then in the end I was like, yeah, like it seems like when like when Ichinose was confessing about her whole thing, there was also a part of me that thought that, oh, maybe it was actually Sakayanagi who spread the rumors, because now that she's telling the truth, she wants class B to stand up and get stronger, so that like I don't know, maybe for some like other like big brain plan that she has, which for which it is required for class B to stand up on its own or something like that. I thought like maybe like in the future, like she needs class B to be a very strong force to do something about something else. That is why she's doing this now, to make sure that Ichinose gets up on her own two legs, and her past and her guilt can be taken out, so that she can become stronger than ever. Like there was also a part of me that even thought that it was actually Sakayanagi who did that for that. But then I realized like, no, why Sakayanagi? It is actually Ayano who did that. Like my reasoning was kind of like like was kind of it kind of like worked. Like I said, the ultimate goal for Ayano was, I guess in a way he did kind of say in the end that his ultimate goal was to see Kushida's intel power, the networking power that she has or whatever, but also another, I guess you could say, reason which tagged along with this one, was that so that Ichinose can like stand up on her two legs and actually get away from her guilt, that kind of thing. So in a way I was correct, but I actually like didn't think that it would be Ayano who did that. Like it's so weird that I literally suspected everyone except Ayano up until the very end. Like at the end when he comes out and he's talking to Sakayanagi, I was like, oh wait a minute, it's probably him who did that, didn't he? And yeah, it was him. A bit too late for me to realize that it's Ayano but whatever. Like I said, I really did not suspect it was him, because he seemed so uninvolved with this one, with this like case. At least he seemed so uninvolved that it never crossed my mind that it could be him who's doing it. And it makes so much sense. Like who else could be doing something like that? It's Ayano. And I think I also said this, that Sakayanagi, it seems like this might be something that Sakayanagi is doing, this rumor spreading. But if she wanted to expel Ichinose, she wouldn't do something like this, because this is literally going to strengthen Ichinose's position, because his class is going to sympathize with her. So in no way can she overthrow Ichinose like this. And if she really wanted to overthrow her, she wouldn't do it like this in such a sloppy manner. So that's why there was also when I thought that, yeah, it's definitely not Sakayanagi who's doing it. Then who is doing it? I also suspected Kushida, but Kushida literally had no reason for doing this. Like the whole rumor spreading thing, that the whole phone, like the secrets part that came in everyone's phone, like like the message was there like everyone's secret that they has that was spreading throughout the whole class, throughout the whole school. That part as well was so, it seemed so much like Kushida's doing. So I thought like, yeah, maybe it's Kushida who's doing it. But then again, like I said, she literally has no reason to do this. Why would she do this? So yeah, and I never it never occurred to me that, oh, maybe it's Anakoji who's doing it. I don't know why. Again, like I said, it's probably because he was so uninvolved with this, and he himself says that, in this end, that I was completely like a bystander in this, and then you, Sakanagi, you decided to drag me in this. Why did you do that? And that is why he, as Anakuji, had to take a step. That's what happened. Okay, now, oh, and I also suspected Ichinose. You know what I thought? I thought Ichinose is probably, maybe there was like a part of me that was thinking, even though I have been seeing Ichinose and like in the previous episode as well, I was pretty much convinced that she isn't really a bad character. She's a nice character, but still there was a part of me that was thinking, like, even if she's a nice character, maybe she's doing this, like the whole rumors spreading thing at the end, to get the heat off of her so that she can come back, and she's playing some mind games, something like that. There's also like part of me that thought it might be Ichinose who's spreading the rumors herself, but I don't know why I never thought it was Ayanokochi up until the very end. Right. So yeah. So that's it. We saw what happened today. Um. Okay. Few things to talk about. First of all, Ichinose's story. So Ichinose's story, I have to say, it is a pretty like a depressing story. Like it isn't really like in that way depressing, like dark depressing. It's depressing, but it's not really that gloomy in a way. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, what makes it depressing is the situation that, like she her sister and her mother was obviously, like, like they were the family. Her mother did a lot of, like, part-time job and everything to keep the food on the table. Ichinose studied her best for the scholarships and everything, and her sister, who never really wants anything ever, like finally wanted a certain present in her birthday. And I'm guessing she also never probably had any idea how much it costed. She's a kid, if she realized that's how much it cost, I doubt she would have asked for it, because that was freaking expensive. In a sale, 32,000 yen? Are you joking? For a hair clip? And it's even on sale. It's probably on discount. Like, it's probably like 50,000 or something. How on earth? Like, so yeah, I'm pretty sure if the sister knew that's what it costed, I doubt she would have ever asked for it. But she didn't know. She was a kid. She probably like saw that on television that, oh, her favorite idol's hairpin is being on sale, and she was like, oh, can I get that for my birthday? And she probably thought it was some, maybe like 4 to 5,000 yen or something. But she had no idea, and her mother tried her best to give it to her and increase the shifts. And it makes sense why her mother had to increase so many shifts, that she got sick, because literally it costed so much. That was 30,000 yen for a freaking hairpin. Good god. Anyways, so yeah, that happened. And then Ichinose, like, also Ichinose was like, all right, you know what, I'm going to try to buy it. And she went there, and she couldn't take any part-time job as well. Like the thing that makes it so depressing and so sad is that she literally had no choice. And like a moment, in that moment when she was in front of the hairpin, like she acted completely, like, like it just, like it just happened, like in the moment, in that moment it happened. And as soon as she got it, it was too late. As soon as she got it and she left the convenience store, the department store or whatever it is, and she was able to get out of it and went back home. That was it. Too far to go back. And yeah, that's what happened. And then obviously the mother got to know about it, and she apologized in front of the shopkeeper and everything. That whole thing. So yeah, it is pretty depressing, because the situation, it was literally a situation where she had no other path to go. Every path for her to get that hairpin was closed off. She couldn't do part-time jobs. Obviously, she didn't have enough money to save. I'm pretty sure her sister's birthday was coming closer and closer, and her mother was like in hospital, and like every path was closed off. She couldn't do anything. That's why that happened. And not only that, when she got it and went out of the department store, far too late to back up. It was far too late to back out of it, and that's it. And yeah, in a way, like I said, it does end in a very peaceful and a happy way, in a way, because obviously I was pretty impressed for the fact that the what's the name, those guys, the manager of the place, they didn't really call the police. That was, I was actually surprised about that, because I thought they were going to probably call the police and they'll probably be fined or something, I don't know. Yeah, but none of that happened. So in a way, it was a good ending. Ichinosef realized her mistake. Her mother, like told her that, don't give up, like, and like stuff like that, and she got her motivation back, and then she decided to come to this school. So in a way, it ends nicely, but obviously there was a part of her that always stung over there, especially like making her, reminding her of this situation. It always, like, like hit her hard. So this part of her, this guilt of her, was just lodged in her heart, which wasn't able to get out, and she was always just cowering in fear because of that. So yeah, and this, literally this whole shenanigan was able to make her break out of it. And she told everyone. And there was also another thing, if you think about it, that the fact that her class like trusts her so much is obviously a very nice thing, but it's a curse in itself, because she knows that she has done something wrong before in her past, and she also knows that the fact that her classmates trust her so much, the fact that she hasn't really told her secret to them, if someday comes when they'll get to know about it, it'll be betrayal. It'll be a betrayal to them by her. And that probably ate her every single day. The fact that everyone trusts her so much and she has a secret like this. So, what is good? What is a good thing? That she herself explained this to everyone. If her classmates got to know about this situation from a third party, it would have been so much worse. Like, since she's the one who explained her situation to everyone, it is so much better. Like, it would have been so much worse if they got to know this from someone else, not from her mouth. So her telling this to her friends obviously made them appreciate her more, and it would have been the complete opposite if they got to know this from someone else. So it was good that she decided to tell this to everyone before Sakanagi did something, So yeah, that's that. And that made them, obviously, they were like, it's fine, like. And here's the other thing. What makes this whole situation a little bit better is that her mom and she went back to the department store and apologized for it, gave it back. So, like, they know that this happened, and this is a case that has been closed. There's no secret. It's not like, they're not really like hiding it, or it's not that they have never told this to anyone, never apologized or anything, never returned the thing. None of that. They actually went back, gave it, and like, everything has been resolved. The department store manager was like, it's fine, don't worry about it, case closed. That's the other better part about this. Nobody can threaten her by saying something like, oh, we'll call the police or something like that. No, it's a case, it's a closed case. Like, it's over. So all that is needed now is that, yeah, some rumors might spread. People might like talk behind her back and say like, oh, like, look at that girl, she did that. Yeah, there will always be people like that. But that's it. They cannot do anything more than that. And what's the best part? None of her classmates will ever do that, because she has told her classmates everything, and her classmates have accepted that. So what else do you need? Your classmates trust you. Like, even if someone else badmouths you behind your back, screw them. Who the hell cares? Let them do it. The fact that your classmates trust you and they're never going to do that in itself is such a big thing. Like that kind of thing. Like, that's all you need. That is all that Ichinose cares about, is her classmates, the people who have trusted her. Yeah, if someone out of them, like, didn't like her or say something like that to her behind her back, she'll probably be hurt with that. However, that's not going to happen, because she explained this to everyone and everyone accepted her for that. So it's all well and good. Like, this is not like a thing. This is like a closed case. Her classmates know about it, her classmates have accepted it, and like, there's no secrets or anything. And even if someone else from some other class bad mouths her behind her back, let them do it. Who the hell cares? At least, like, her friends, they know what type of person she is and they trust her, and they are not going to do that. That's all that matters. Why? Like, she doesn't need to care about some other class or anything. That's the best part. So I feel like this whole situation, it got resolved in one of the best ways possible. Like, in the end, Ichinose's position in her class is even stronger now, and she has no more hidden secrets. At least I hope so. I don't think she has any other hidden secrets. So yeah. So, like, she's at her best now. Like, her classmates love her. She has told everyone about her, like, past. They have accepted her for it. And yeah, she's better than ever now. And it's all well and good. Class B, like, this Class B Ichinose's class is probably in the best situation, like, teamwork wise and team wise, they're in the best situation. Everyone trusts each other, and they have a leader who is strong, who is intelligent. She has no secrets or anything, and everyone respects her and loves her for who she is. That's like the best thing, the best outcome ever. So there you go. Yeah, like, Class B literally reminds me of a shonen, like, like, of a shonen, like anime. Like, everyone trusts each other, everyone, like, respects each other, they, like, like, kind of support each other, and they have a good class leader. That's literally like what happens in shonen animes. Class B is a literal shonen anime. It has been taken from a shonen anime. In a show like this, where everyone backstabs each other, lies behind each other's backs, makes like some, like, crazy, like big brain plans to screw the other person over. We have this class, Ichinose's class, which is literally taken out from a shonen anime and literally dropped in this show. Especially now, with everything resolved, especially now. Wow, that's actually pretty funny. Yeah. So yeah, that was a great episode. Like, everything has been resolved. We got to know Ichinose's backstory. Oh, and another thing I need to talk about, Ainokoji's involvement in this. So he met up with Ichinose every single day, like, telling her that, what, if you have something to talk about, tell me. And unless and until you tell me, you won't be able to get out of this. And by doing that, what is the, like, the thing here? Like, the reason why Ichinose obviously is so appreciative of Ainokoji is because of this. Because she knows that if Ainokoji didn't go there and tell her to, like, give her the push, she probably wouldn't have ever have the courage to tell her friends about this. And if her friends got to know this from Sakayanagi, then, like I said, it would have been the worst case scenario. Like, just imagine, like, someone who you trust so much, if you get to know some secret they're hiding from a third party, obviously you will be like, what the hell? I trusted you so much. Couldn't you have the basic trust in me to tell your story to me? I had to learn this from some other person. That kind of thing. So it would have been the worst case scenario. Like, so in a way, you could say Ainokoji going there and giving her the little push that she needed actually helped her tremendously to gather the courage and actually confess this. Because, like I said, like, if you trust someone so much and you get to know something about them from someone completely, like a complete stranger, you'll obviously be sad about it. You'll be like, I trusted you so much, and you couldn't trust me at least a little bit to tell me what you had, what secret you had. That'll be so, like, bad. So yeah, she told it to everyone. So everyone's like, yeah, you know what? It's fine. We understand, and we forgive you. So there you go. And that is why I guess you could say Ichinose appreciates Ayanokoji so much, because him going and kind of giving her that little push was, yeah, what she needed in a way, you could say. And she never probably could have gathered that courage if Ayanokoji didn't go there every single day. And yeah, that whole thing. Now, another thing, the whole Kamuro situation. Now, you see what's going on here? This whole arc was literally like people doing things. Like the characters here, which are Sakanagi, Ichinose, Ayanokoji, like especially Sakanagi and Ayanokoji, them doing all of these things, like, to do something which wasn't their actual intention. There was something else that was going on. So just think about it. We thought up until now that Sakanagi did this to, like, she declared war on Sakanagi, Ichinose and all that, to bring down Class B. In the end, we get to know that wasn't her plan. Her actual plan was to involve Ayanokoji in this, to draw his attention towards her. That was her plan. And she was able to do it by, like, using Kamuro, as Ayanokoji said. You used Kamuro to let me step in. And Ayanokoji says, like, I also knew that whole thing where she goes and, like, shoplifts was a lie, because yeah, you told her to do that. And I was also like, in that episode where they showed that, when Kamuro came and Kamuro was like, oh, here we go, I shoplifted, there you have your proof. I was like, what are you on about? That's no proof. He's like, Sakanagi could have told you to do that. Like, what type of proof is this? And I was like, I'm sure Ayanokoji realizes that she is probably keeping quiet just so that he can use it. I'm sure he understands. He knows that this is not a proof at all. Like, yeah, literally. Like, how is that a proof? Like, you went in and shoplifted, that's the proof? Couldn't Sakanagi have told you to do that? And you're literally, and that's exactly what happened. She knew about that, and she's the one who told her to do that. There you go. We got to know in the end. Good God. So yeah, that's that. Okay, where's that part? The beer can she showed me was the same one she stole on the first day of the school. The expiration date on that can was about a year earlier than the ones on sale now. So she had that one beer can. She had that from then. Why? Oh my God, why? So I'm guessing it wasn't opened, or, like, the content was there as well. So she kept it for 1 year. Okay, that's weird. I don't know why she did that. And she literally used that. And Ayanokoji went in and saw the expiration date, and he was like, oh, there you go. Cat's out of the bag. And obviously he didn't say that, but he knew what was going on. So it was her. Which means you're the one who gave it to her. Oh, so... Okay, oh yeah, I do remember. Like, I remember Sakanagi grabbing it, and I think she took the beer from her. So she kept it. Good God, just imagine the amount of pre-planning that she had. So she took the beer can and she kept it just in case she needs that for something like this in the future. And she actually needed it 1 year later now to draw in Ayanokoji's attention. That's when she used it. Wow, this is some crazy stuff going on. Oh God. So she kept it just in case she needs it. And yeah, there you go. So there you go. Like, okay, back to the point that I was talking about. What I was trying to say here is that each and everyone's goal here, it seemed it was something, but it wasn't that. It was something else. So here you can see it seemed like Sakanagi's goal was to bring down Class B. In the end, we get to know it wasn't. Her goal was to drag in Ayanokoji in, and that has happened. She was successful in that, So that was her original goal, and now she has challenged Ayanokoji to a match or whatever. Then Ayanokoji's goal At the beginning, it seemed like it was something to do with, like since he was dragged into this, and like, I thought maybe it was like, he just went along with it or something like that. No, the reason why he went along with that is because, where's that part? Yeah, he wanted to have an excuse to tell Kushida to do something and use her connections, and Kushida's going to do it. He's going to give her points for it, and that will help him determine the amount of, where is that, connection power. Where is it? I think she tells it here. Here we go. There's only one thing I wanted to determine through this whole series of events: the scope and quality of Kushida Kikyo's intel. There you go. I had to confirm that, to ensure an expulsion. I don't know how he's going to do that, but that was his plan, like his main plan. So I'm guessing, as he said, his first at the beginning, he didn't have any intention of getting involved in this. Then Kamuro did that, and he had to get involved in this. And then he was like, all right, you know what? Now that I'm getting involved in this, let me just try to use this opportunity to get to see what is the scope of Kushida's intel. So he told Kushida to, like, that whole like section in the end where the rumors and everything, like, was spread through mobile phones. That part, he told Kushida to gather intel from about that, about her classmates, his classmates, and he made it seem like he's doing it for to help Ichinose or something like that. That's what Kushida thought. However, his own original goal was to use that as an excuse so that he can test how much Kushida's influence runs to ensure an expulsion. I don't know how he's going to do that, but we'll see. So that was his plan. So there you go. Every character, it seemed like they were doing something for some reason, but that wasn't actually the reason. And they each had their own goal. Sakanagi's goal was to draw in Ayanokoji, which was successful. Ayanokoji's goal was to get to know the extent of Kushida's intel, which was again successful. So both the parties involved, or three of the parties involved, Ichinose was also involved in this. All the three parties involved in this won in the end, in their own way. Ichinose's position in her class got stronger, and she is way more freer now. She has confessed, so she won. Ayanokoji won. Ayanokoji got to know Kushida's, I guess you could say, scope of intel and all that. And Sakanagi also won because her goal was to drag in Ayanokoji in this, which was also successful. So everyone won. There wasn't any loss at the end of it. No loss in this whole case. Everyone won in the end, which is interesting. All right. And that was this episode. In the end, as we see, like, Ichinose was like the whole Valentine's, like, chocolate scene. And yeah, like I said, it's Ichinose probably, like, he's appreciative of Ayanokoji because he went there and he was the one who pushed her to have the courage to confess to her classmates. So yeah, that was this episode. Great episode. And yeah, let's see. Okay, now let me talk about this scene by scene. In the first section, we get to, I love the part, the first section, the title of, not title, but the quote at the beginning was "Fortune favors the bold," which is literally what Ichinose did. Fortune favors the bold. She was bold enough to confess, and fortune favored it, and everything is fine now. And okay, so that was that. Now in the beginning section, we get to see that all the classes are pretty pissed. Everyone's blaming Hashimoto for this, and class D as well. They're like, what the hell is wrong with you? You're the one who's doing it. Sakanagi told you to do this, didn't it? And this part's kind of funny because Ayanokoji is like, yeah, I also think you're the one who did it. Again, which is funny because he's literally the mastermind here, and he's the one who told Hashimoto. Like, he's the one who's blaming Hashimoto for this. Anyways, Ichino's, god damn it. Ayanokoji was like, yeah, you know what? I also suspect you, Hashimoto, because you're the only one who got to know that I and Karuizawa, we met. And I love how one of the students, no, Oh no, Hashimoto himself is like, oh, but it was just about him liking Karizawa. It's not a big deal. And I was also like, yeah, it's not a big deal, obviously, because, like for Ayano Koji, that's not like going to be a big thing. All the other rumors that were spread were pretty damn serious. A few of them, especially one of them, that one, with that girl. And I was also like, yeah, it's not a big deal for Ayano Koji because it's not really a big thing. And immediately Sakura's like, oh no, obviously not. It is a big deal. Anyways, that was funny. Why that made me chuckle. Um. Okay, so all that stuff is happening. Everyone's getting angry and everything. And Hiyori, I think that's her name, Hiyori. Correct me if I'm wrong. She comes in and she's like, "Stop it, guys. Like just let it go. Everything's fine." And they move on with their, like whole thing. So that was that. And Ichino has come back to school again. Sakanagi sees that, and right. So later on, we see like test results are being like distributed. Anakoji got a 90, and I was wondering why did he get a 90, because usually he gets the numbers which his fellow students gets. He kind of goes and gets the average. Turns out all her his friends also got almost the same, so that's why he probably like got a higher number because the average was a lot higher. So yeah, anyways, Sakanagi comes in and she is like, oh, I have something to tell you guys. And like Ayano Koji's class also comes in and is like looking at this whole situation. So here the whole thing starts. Sakanagi, what's that word? Sakanagi points her finger towards Ichinose and she's like, this girl, she is a criminal. She's hiding something for you guys. There's something written over here. So where's that part? However, supposing the accusations outlined here are true, yeah, if Ichirose is really a criminal, all that, and her class is like nonsense. You are just spreading rumors and everything. And Sakanagi is like, oh no, everything will come out. Let's like test this out and all that. Okay, and then Ichinose is like, and this is where Ichinose finally found her courage to confront her past, and she probably realized that if Sakanagi tells the truth, it'll be bad because they'll get to know it from Sakanagi's mouth. So she needs to tell it. She needs to find the courage to confess. And yeah, and obviously, if she confesses, it'll be a lot better because she's the one who'll be confessing, and this is a situation in class B. So she should be the one to tell her friends about it, not someone else. So she took her stand here. She goes to the podium and she's like, guys, let me tell you a story. And yeah, she talks about her past where, this whole section where her family, her mother, her sister, they were a happy family of three. Her mother did like jobs, and obviously her mother had to do a lot of jobs and stuff, part-time jobs. Ichino said studied hardest, got first most of the time, and she got a scholarship. But then she realized her mother has collapsed. Goes to the hospital, gets to know that she wanted to buy like a hairpin for her younger daughter who wanted that, who never really asked for anything. So yeah, like that whole story, like Ichinose goes and like she had no other choice but to like she couldn't do a part-time job and anything, she didn't have enough money, like saved. And when she goes to the department store, it's freaking 32,000 yen. Like what in the hell? And it's also on sale. So it's going to the amount isn't going to increase later on. So it's the best chance to get it at a lower price. It's still high, so much. And she had like 20,000 yen on her in her purse, and like I said, she just took it like that. It was like at the spur of the moment she took it, and as soon as she took it and brought it out, it was far too late to back out. Sometimes you do something stupid, and then you realize that you have actually gone too far and you cannot back out now. So you have to just go through it, that kind of situation. And then she gave it to her sister. Her sister was happy, but her guilt was just biting and eating at her. When her mother got to know it, her mother obviously was like, why did you do it? And her sister was sad. So they went to the department store, gave it back. mother apologized. It was nice of the department store like owner to be like, it's fine, don't worry about it. Didn't call the police or anything, which was the best, obviously, like a good thing. But then she just was filled with guilt. She shut herself in, but then, yeah, her mother wrote like a letter to her saying that continue your studies, you know, seize your happiness for yourself. And that's why she started going to the school. And she tells this to everyone. Everyone listens to it, and everyone's like, okay, we get it. Thanks for sharing this. Now Sakanek is like, oh, you cannot really get away with that, can you? And I'm like, come on, man. Like the whole situation has been resolved. Her classmates have acknowledged her. It's not that this whole thing is a hidden thing. They even went to the department store owner and apologized. So it's a closed case. You literally cannot do anything to blackmail her now. Like I said, her position now is the strongest. You cannot do anything, Sakanagi. And, she's like, oh, we cannot let this go, like this. But her classmates are like, no, it's fine, like we accept her. We accept that and we forgive her. So Sakanagi is like, so I see you've really gotten them wrapped around your little finger. I don't think that's the case. It's literally her, I guess you could say charisma, you could say, and her goodness of her character, which has attracted so many people to, she's not really wrapping them around her finger. It's just that's her charisma, and that's her goodness, or her positivity, her goodness of her heart attracts people, and which makes her like a true leader in a way. So yeah. Okay, now while all of this is happening, in comes the student council and the teachers, and they're like, stop right there, no more making this situation worse. We, the teachers and the student council, will have to get involved in this. So Sakanek is like, why are you guys here? Did Ichino herself file any complaint or something? And they say that Nagumo's like, this isn't only affecting Ichinose at this point, because every class is getting mixed up with this nonsense because of the whole the rumor that's spread in the end via mobile phones, that thing. Okay, we've confirmed that you first year students have been exchanging slanderous statements. This gossip goes against what our school stands for. I love how like this goes against the school rules or whatever, and they literally like accept everything else. Like the school we've seen, it's the school literally accepts every single thing. Like the school doesn't really do anything to stop anyone from doing anything. So and now they're like, oh, we have to take a step now, because obviously this whole thing is getting too far. Anyone who continues to spread senseless rumors will be penalized. There you go. And Sakan is like, all right, maybe I stepped in too far. Let me go back. Yeah, I've overstayed my welcome. So she leaves and she looks at Anakoji. Anakoji is looking at her. And there you go. And then outside, Sakanak is like, oh, good plan, Anakoji. So did Ichinose tell you about her past? And we get a flashback where we get to see, we got to see only one time Ayano talking to Ichinose and going to her room. But that actually happened multiple times. We didn't know that. Here, today, they kind of show that he went there multiple times and he asked Ichinose. He didn't ask Ichinose anything. He just sat there. And Ichinose is like, oh, can I ask you a weird question? And he's like, yeah, sure. Why aren't you saying anything to me? And Anakoji is like, I keep coming here every day waiting for you to let it all out, or something like that. And she's like, wait, let it all out? What are and she's like panicking. She's like, does he know something? And he's like, yeah, I already know about the crime you committed. And she starts panicking. And then she's like, I had no other choice, I had to do it, this and that. And Anakoji is like, yeah, you know what? And she understands. She's like, I was running away back then. My mother was the one who made me like, like break out of that, literally dragged me out and took me to the department store and made me apologize. And now I'm doing the same thing again. I'm just like shutting myself in, doing nothing about this, making the situation go worse. And Anakoji is like, and she's like, what can I do, Anakoji? Tell me. How can I show my face outside this room? And he's like, oh, you have to face it yourself. Nothing I can do about it. Ichino's spoon broke, and I'm the one who broke it, because he was the one who's spreading the rumors. But because of that, obviously, she was able to bounce back up, And he says the broken part heals stronger than before. And I think like I've heard this before as well, obviously, when like it's kind of like it actually happens. When your bones break, you get like a fracture or something. If it's like a clean break, like always doctor says, if it's a clean break, it'll obviously get like to get together and it'll heal to be stronger than before. And I think I do remember some people also say that martial artists, especially people who do karate and stuff, breaking like stones and stuff, they break their finger bones like deliberately, cleanly, just so that, like not deliberately, but like they like it breaks cleanly so that it gets stronger than ever, and that's why they have so like strong hands. I don't know. I've just heard about that. I might be completely wrong. But they always say like stuff like, when you're young, when you're, like, yeah, you have like a lot of like youth to you. Broken part, if a part which is broken, if it breaks cleanly, is going to get stronger than before when he's back. And that's literally what he said. And that is actually what happened. And, it's a very like, this whole thing was very interesting. Ayanokochi literally didn't do anything. He went there and sat there every single day. And Ichiro herself was like, what's up? Like, like why are you here? Are you waiting for something? Or, like, do you know about something about me? And he's like, yeah, I do know about your situation. I'm not going to do anything. You have to do anything. If you want to tell me, you can tell me. This really reminded me of another show. Not show, but visual novel. I haven't watched the show in itself, but I have read the visual novel, which I'm sure a lot of people you have seen. It's the Grisaya series, the Grisaya no Kajitsu. There was a scene I remember in the visual novel. Like I said, I haven't watched the anime, so it's probably not there. Where Yuji, the main character, used to go to the roof and stand there, and there was a girl who was being bothered by something. Her name was Yumiko, and she went there, and she was just there, and Yuji didn't ask her anything, just stood there, and she was like, what's up? Like, like, why, like, don't you want to ask me about my situation? And he's like, I'm not going to ask you anything. I'm just here. If you want to talk, you can talk. Like, I'll just be here. Like, I'm not going to, like, force you to say something. If you want to, like, get it out of your, like, like, shoulders, just tell me. I'll just be here to listen. And this works so much, obviously, because, you're not really forcing someone to say something. They have to take the decision to confide you or not. They will have to do it, which makes it so much worth it, because then they're the one who have taken the decision to do it. If you force someone to do something, that's it. You have to force them to do it forever, for the rest of their life, if they don't take the step. Anakoji could have easily forced her to like say that, oh, you have to go and tell this to everyone, and she would have done that. But again, in a similar situation, she would have fallen in this dilemma. Just think about it. Her mother actually forced her to go and like apologize. That is why this whole situation repeated again now. She didn't get the courage because before she was forced to do it. Now she's again in the same dilemma because that's what happened. If back in the day, if she was the one who take the decision to go and apologize, this wouldn't be a dilemma today. She probably would have gone and told her friends about this whole situation herself. This repeated because before she was forced. So now you can see, like, forcing doesn't really help anyone in a way. Sometimes it helps, I guess you could say, but based on the situation, most of the time, forcing someone to do something doesn't work. They'll do it for that time and then they'll repeat that again. You'll have to force them again and again and again, and this has become a habit, and this will continue for the rest of their life. So what Ayanokoji did here is didn't force her, he just sat there, waited for her to tell the whole situation to herself, waited for her to take the decision herself and gather the courage herself, and he just did that. Nobody forced her to do anything this time, and she was able to do it herself. So I'm pretty sure since she did this herself now, she herself took the decision. Nobody forced her to confess. This is never going to repeat again, because again she took the decision herself. You cannot force someone to do something, and if you force someone to do something, you'll have to keep forcing them to do that same thing over and over again. They'll never get that courage to do it on their own. So that is why, similar in that show as well, in Grisaia no Kajitsu, here as well, both the characters, both the main protagonists, didn't force these characters to do anything. They just sat there and waited for them to take the decision themselves and take a step. So there you go. It's better than ever, and that worked. Now, obviously, Sakanagi then, and Anakoji talks about Sakanagi, and he's like, also that whole shoplifting thing with the beer that Kamuro or whatever her name was did. That was your, like you did that. You told her to do that. Why did you do that? And Sakanagi tells that, oh, my main goal wasn't really to bring down Ichinose. It was to attract your attention and bring you into this. He's like, why did you do it? And she's like, yeah, you know what? Let's have a battle. In this battle, the next, I think, like test or something, whoever will win, the one that will lose, if it's me, I'll withdraw from the school. I wager my own withdrawal from the school. If you lose, you don't have to withdraw, but you have to tell everyone you're the mastermind behind this. Which is, I guess you could say, it's a fair enough, like, trade-off. Obviously, Ayanokoji wants to hide the fact that he is the mastermind. So it's a very, a very important thing to him. Same with Sakanagi waging her own expulsion. So there you go. So later on, Kushida calls him. Thanks for the chocolate the other day. Oh, this is the fourth one. I just realized now. Kushida's the fourth chocolate. So she's the one who gave it to him. I was wondering, who's the fourth chocolate? And so there you go. She's the one. I missed that while reacting, but now that I'm looking back, yeah, he literally says that thanks for the chocolate the other day. It makes sense. I guess he probably met Kushida to talk about this whole situation, and she probably gave him the chocolate. Anyways, so okay, so he's like, okay, Anakoji is like, the information Kushida gave me before Valentine's Day turned out to be correct. Right, and here Anakoji told, now this part I actually don't understand what happened here. Anakoji goes to Vice President Kiriyama and says, I'd like you to type this on the bulletin board. This is to save Ichinose. I cannot remember. What is that note? Is that a note? I'd like you to type this information. Oh, is that the one where it was written that Ichinose is a criminal? I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like I said, I don't understand this part. This part is a little bit bothering me because I feel like I'm missing something here. So was that note the one the information that he got from Kushida, that is Ichinose has shoplifted before, that whole thing? Was that the note? And when Ichinose comes to school, she sees that note where it was written that you're a criminal. Was it that note? I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong. And the vice president is like, oh, if this is traced back, then this will be a problem. It will ruin everything in the council. And he's like, oh, President Nagumo will take the majority of the damage. I think you'd welcome that. And he's like, oh no, I'd be the one to take the hook for it. I love this part where Anako is like, alright, so if you say no, the former president might find out about the involvement you've already had with Nagumo. And he's like, alright, you know what, fine, whatever, I'll do you a favor for this time. Yeah. And what did Kushida do? Like for what did she help Ayanokoji out so much for? Ayanokoji gave her points, basically. and he's like, I'll give you half the points I get from this too, so is it fine? Is it okay? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, you know what, just keep transferring me points like that, and we won't have any problem with each other. I'll be a good girl, just keep transferring me points. So basically she is like asking ransom money, not money but points, so that she doesn't try to mess up anything. And Ayano is like, yeah, sure, why not? But in his head, he's like, yeah, you know what? My actual goal was to determine through this series of events the scope and quality of Kushida's intel and use that to cause an expulsion. That was his goal. So obviously Kushida doesn't know that. She's just happy she's getting her points. But this is Ayanokoji's secret plan, Right, so, and then the final after credit scene, Ichinose comes in and Ayanokoji's like, you know what? If in the future you need any help, just tell me. I can at least listen, even if I'm not able to help you out. And she's like, okay. And she like gives him the chocolate. And she's like, I've never given this to anyone or anything. Late, but there's the Valentine's chocolate. And that's where it ended. So there you go. Ayanokoji got the 5th chocolate. Right. So yeah, so like who did he get from? He got one from Kei, he got one from Sakura, he got one from Habaki. No, what was her name? I forgot the name. I always forget her name. The blue-haired girl with the mole here. Her. He got one from Kushida, and he got the final one he got from Ichinose. 5 chocolates. Right. And there you go. That was this episode. Great episode. And yeah, like this is the end of this arc, I'm guessing. So like I said, all's well that ends well, and Ichinose's position is way stronger than before, and she doesn't have any secrets. So she's probably, the teamwork and the connectivity, the bond of their class is probably the strongest out of any class we have seen. For now, at least, Her class has the strongest bond. You could say that. That's why I'm comparing this to like a shonen show. Like her class it literally seems like it's a class brought from a shonen anime where everyone is helping each other out, making each other stronger, and stuff like that. While everyone else in the school is literally backstabbing each other. So that is it. Thanks for watching. This was my reaction. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Classroom of the Elite. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.